Hello guys, welcome to POV Driving. Today we're testing out the BMW M4 competition package. So this is a spiced up version of the regular M4. You can tell by the black M4 emblem here. We have a black exhaust, which is a sports exhaust. We have these diamond wheels here, which you see on the GTS model. And overall this car is more badass and more sporty looking, as you can probably tell. Yeah, it looks amazing. This color is a Shakir orange, so it's like an orange red color. And this specific test car has a manual gearbox, so that's quite unusual for a regular M4. And yeah, let's take it for a spin and see how it is. We have a reverse camera here, which makes it very easy to maneuver and control. Tell that this M4 is much louder than the regular M4. I've driven the normal M4 and the car doesn't make a lot of sound, but this car, let's put the windows down, just listen to the exhaust pops. It makes crazy sound, and that's one of the highlights of the M4 competition. It's this performance exhausts that you get. Other cool details about the competition package is that we have adaptable suspension. So we have comfort suspension, we have sport suspension, and sport plus suspension. Of course we're gonna have it in sport plus because this is after all a M4, but you can pop it into comfort mode and it will be like any 4 Series at all. In Sport Plus mode, you can really feel every little detail in the road, which really makes it into a really dynamic car to drive. But yeah, it's quite easy to maneuver, it's very easy to drive, you know, anybody can drive this car. So you won't have any problems lending it to a friend or a wife or a girlfriend. Of course you have to be more careful because this is quite an expensive car. This specific car costs 1,000,000 crowns, 76,000, so that's quite a lot of money for a M4, but it's a crazy, unbelievable car. It's really fast also. We have 20 more horsepower than the regular M4, which you can really tell in the upper RPMs, you know, the car really pulls. The gearbox is really slick, really nice, really easy to shift. It also have an automatic blip feature, so when you downshift, the car will automatically blip up, which is really cool. We also have a limited slip differential on the competition package, so it will spin momentarily and can make really cool power slides, which of course we have not done, but for track use you can really have fun in this car. It sits a bit lower also than the regular M4, so you have to be careful when you're going over speed bumps and such that you don't scrape the car. But yeah, it's crazy fast. When you get the torque going, this is after all a turbocharged car, so at lower RPMs you won't get much power, but over 3,000–4,000 you get a real whoosh and you get pushed into your seat and God knows what speed you're doing. Let's take our windows down and we can get some exhaust noise. And when you let go of the throttle, you know, it makes a bang, 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 you know, a really, really loud bang, you know. It's no Golf R bang, it's like a really loud bang, and that's really, really cool and enjoyable and very, very satisfaction. You get a lot of satisfaction in this car, so that's great. And you know, all of these competition package performance upgrades makes the car really, really agile and fast and easy to drive. And when you put your foot on the brakes, you know, you just hit a wall. It's like a ceramic brakes in this car, so you know, you can really push the brakes really, really hard, and it's unbelievable stopping power in this car. And it's really, really fun to drive. Even though it's rear-wheel drive, you know, you don't get so afraid while driving high speeds in corners. You know, it feels really, really stable compared to the C63 that wants to kill you at all times. This car won't kill you at all times. You know, you can really push the car to the limit and not shit your pants. And you also have a heads-up display here, so you know, you don't have to look at the analog displays here. You can just focus on the road, and you know what speed you're doing, you know what RPMs, you know when to upshift, downshift, which really makes this a really dynamic car to drive. You sit quite low to the ground also, I've noticed, you know. You feel really stable, and the driving position is very good, you know. You feel in control, the steering wheel is in the right place, the gearbox is where you want it to be. You don't have to think, you know, where to put the gears. It does automatically bumps into the gears, and this is quite rare that we have a manual gearbox in the M4, so you get so much more driver's engagement, and it's much more fun to drive than the dual clutch gearbox. Of course, the automatic gearbox might be more practical in traffic, and it might be faster around track and in corners, but you will have more fun in the manual gearbox. Yeah, you need really, really little steering input for the car to take a corner, and the grip is unbelievable. We're right now on Michelin Super Sport tires, which need some temperature to work really well, but bloody hell, this car is amazing around corners. But yeah, I do miss the V8 in this car. The old M3, you know, has the legendary 4-liter V8 engine, and that's something we really miss in the new M3 and M4. But we get a more fuel efficient car, we get more torque, and it's more environmentally friendly. You know, look at all these trees here. We wouldn't have them if we were driving around in V8s all the time, and that's something that BMW has to consider while upgrading their cars. But holy hell, it's really, really fast. When the turbos kick in, God knows what the hell speeds you're doing. We also have an M1 and M2 button here, where you can configure all your driving modes. So you can put it into soft suspension with sporty driving, and you know, you can adapt all the different adjustable driving features to your own needs. So that's something to also consider. And we have this MDM mode, which is like a M performance mode, which will give you a little bit of slip on the traction control, and you can really play around in the car without killing yourself. So that's great. I don't want to die. And and I think you don't want to die also. Something I like is these rear mirrors here. You know, you get this cool design. It's like very aggressive, and in the normal M4 it doesn't really look so cool, but with the competition package it's a completely different story, you know. All the exterior bits, all the blacked out details, the exhaust, the front grille, the rear, everything is just more aggressive, and it really fits the character of the M4. Technology wise, this car has all the gadgets you want: cruise control, lane assist, a multimedia system, navigation. This is also touch, you know, and it's very high quality and very responsive, you know. So it really responds well to your fingering, and this is not a girl, but it's really great to play with your fingers on the display here. Also, we have this cool display here. I'm going to show you. We have a sports display, so we can see how much power we're using. Let's put my foot down in third gear. So yeah, it's fun to play with and to play around with. And I've driven the C63, and this car is very different. It's more mature, it's more elegant, and it feels just more sophisticated. The C63 is just a wild animal, while it's a wild animal, but it's more controlled, and you can have more fun driving this car. But I do miss the V8, and that's the only thing the C63 has over the M4 competition. It's the V8. But even though it has a V8, the performance is very similar, and despite the C63 having more power than this M4, it will still keep up with it in a straight line. And in corners you can say goodbye to the C63. It has no chance in hell, especially with the competition package, because we have this adjustable suspension, we have the limited slip differential, we have extra horsepower, we have everything you really want in an M4. I don't know why the M4 doesn't come standard with all of these things, because it really needs it. But if you want something close to a CS or something close to a M4 GTS, you should really consider the competition package. And if you're gonna buy a new M4 and you don't buy the competition package, I think something is wrong with you, because this is what you need and want in an M performance car. Let's take a corner here. Yeah, stable. I put my foot down. The traction control is blinking, but working really well to put all the power out. Here we have the police. I'm not sure the police will like this car, but you know, after all, this is a sports car, and you can drive it efficiently, you can drive it in every day. It's no problem at all. And for normal driving, you know, it's no problems at all. And the fuel efficiency, it's not that bad actually. You just have to put it into cruise control at around 110, and it won't be a problem at all. We also have these cool, you see the colors here, which is the M performance colors, which is not standard in the M4. It also has auto blip, but only in sport mode and efficient mode. It doesn't auto blip in sport plus mode, which I think is a bit strange. We also have these carbon fiber details in the car, which is really sexy. I really like it. And with this guy's walking while I have a green light, not sure what he's on, but yeah. And these seats here are very M performance seats. You can see here They're really, really good, and you feel really comfortable, but still really, really sporty. You know, they keep you in place while driving fast, so you don't move around like an idiot while driving fast. You can really focus on the driving, and everything in this car is just focused to the driver, which is really, really good and nice. So you feel really, really bossy driving around in this car. 0 to 60 is around 4 seconds, so it's no slow car, but after all, it's a rear-wheel drive BMW with over 400 horsepower, so the 0 to 60 time or 0 to 100 kilometers won't be the highlight of the car. The highlight of this car is definitely the cornering and braking. You know, it's unbelievable how hard you can brake in this car and how fast you can get to a standing still while driving very fast. So on track, you know, I bet this car is so much fun with the limited slip differential and all of these cool features that the competition package offers. Wow. Yeah, I need a track to drive this car. Really, really cool car. I really, really enjoyed driving this. There's nothing negative about this car, I think. Maybe the price is a bit too much, but just listen to this. Can you hear it? It's crazy. And this is a normal sports exhaust, you know, it's no decat, no nothing. And when you let go of the throttle, it makes a big bang, like a AK-47 pung, which is crazy fun. Crazy fun. But yeah, what do you guys think of the M4 competition package? Do you like it? Would you buy this over a C63 or Alfa Romeo Giulietta Quattrofolio? I'm not sure of the name, but I think I would choose this over any of its competitors, considering that this is so good. You know, it's so agile, it's so nimble, you know, and it's also really, really fast. It's crazy for being a normal 4 Series, you know. And the Harman and Kardon sound system is crazy loud, you know. You can really have a disco in here, and and yeah, that's a good point for being a young guy, you know. We also have a normal parking brake, which is quite rare these days. A lot of cars has this electric handbrake, parking brake, and it's not really fun for performance driving. So basically you can drift with this car and pull the e-brake to initiate the drift, and really play with it on track, which is really what this car is made of, especially with the competition package. But yeah, the pops and bangs are insane. Let's stop here and just take a breath and enjoy everything. I want to hear it. Wait, what's going on? There we go. But yeah, the rumble. Listen. Now I'm inhaling exhaust fumes for you guys, but it makes a really cool rumble on idle. And these LED lights here are really sexy. And the diamond wheels, oh my god. And POV driving. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and support our channel. We have a lot of cool cars coming up to test drive. This is one of them. Shakir Orange, a very sexy color. And it really transforms color-wise depending on what light is on the car. Like here it's a bit darker, and here where it has light, it's a bit lighter. And yeah, it's a dream of a car. And if you haven't driven the M4, I really recommend that you do. There's nothing on the market that drives like this car, especially with the competition package. It really makes the car different. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I really enjoyed making this video. I think you can understand why. But yeah, thank you for watching. Please leave a like and comment if you have any questions about the car. I am very open to talking to you guys. Oh yeah, a thing I forgot. This car has carbon fiber roof. Look at this. It's so sexy. I just want to lick it, you know. But yeah, thank you for watching. Stay tuned, subscribe. We got lots of videos coming. And yeah, I don't know what more to say. Thank you for watching this, and I'll see you soon, guys. My name is Nicholas, and this is POV Driving. I am out.